Hello, friends and lovers. Welcome back to Journey to Incrementalia. This is episode 2. If you missed episode 1, I highly recommend checking that out because, yeah, oh, crap. Now, I wasted a lot of time here because you got to be careful. You got to have enough cultists to feed the devils, otherwise they get murdered. And I was just sitting here kind of remind myself of what's going on a little bit. And then, yeah, so you want to keep, like, about an equal amount. I had, like, 60 before when it comes to the devils, and you want to make sure you have at least that many cultists, but there's really no point in doing more than that from what I can tell. Like, I have 48 more souls, but the devils have gotten a bit pricey at this point. Okay. Yeah, if you haven't watched the first episode, yeah, it might be a bit tough to figure out what the hell's going on, truth be told. Might be a little challenging. Okay, yeah, the cultists are relatively cheap still at this level of it, but yeah, I was stockpiling way too many prior to that, I think. Okay, oh, okay, not too many now. No point in it. But now I have to keep it up like a little bit every time, right? Now the devils are starting to fall off here a little bit, right? I think we just go into incineration some more probably, which will up our damage multiplier when I actually turn it on, at least. It does use more mana per second, but that's okay. We have opened up a new tier I haven't even looked at yet, but I'm kind of waiting until this falls off a little bit. So kind of taking my time. I hope our mana kind of keeps up in the meantime, though. I can grab a few more devils here and there. I got an achievement for being 1/4 of the way through it. Oh yeah, there's a lot more. Look at that. Did you just see all that? That's crazy. I should be clicking on the orb, too, when I get the time. Suddenly it feels like there's a lot to manage. There was, like, some kind of balance patch. I didn't really get to look at it. Plus, I didn't know half the stuff that it was talking about, since, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Let's see if we can get the multiplier up here, huh? We'll get more damage this way. More mana, too. There we go. And just like that, we have another skill point because we got the wall down to half HP. Trying to keep up with the cultists here. It's actually kind of hard, though, right? This is 32%. I kind of want to keep it around that. There we go. It dropped down to 16. Seems like a good time to refill. Yeah, the devils are working pretty well. I don't think we really need to reset yet. Because what we found is not everything works really well. Kind of want to wait until this drops off or something. Let's try to get to like 70 devils at a time here. I'm definitely a little concerned around our magic consumption. I don't know if I should be that worried, though. Devils are getting pricey. I want to stop and just look, but if I don't keep up with the cultists, then the devils will destroy themselves if they have no cultists to eat. So, like, you have to... I don't have time to actually stop here. We must move on. Okay, so just more into that. I mean, magic's definitely not a problem, actually. I was worried about it, but it's definitely not a problem, right? We have 30-something souls still here. There we go. We got another breakthrough here. Whoops, I held down a little bit longer because I was trying to look at something. Maybe I could quickly glance at some of this stuff? I don't know. Hasn't been bait and pure mana. Bone Spear damage modifier plus 500%. Ghost damage plus 8k. Whenever a minion dies, create a ghost. Ghosts are soulless manifestations. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Wait, why am I losing devils here? Oh, no, we have the attacking crap. No, the devils are expensive. Kill the cultists. Kill the cultists, please. Okay, so the ghost sounds good. Ghosts are soulless manifestation of the ground, blah, 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 blah. Skill point increases ghost damage. So whenever a cultist dies, well, or a devil now at this point, because my devils are getting absolutely dunked on here. So we should get a ghost. I know, the side quest is dying out here. Okay. Stop killing my devils. So ghost sounds good for us. It's like a good segue, I guess you could say here, right? In addition, without having to reset our entire tree. I do wish we didn't hit a defense thing here. That made it really expensive. So the ghosts aren't really a soul, they just go in and attack the wall, it looks, huh? They don't take up a soul or anything like that. Yeah, I think this defense system targets the devils first. No skill points. We gotta get through this wall. First and foremost, huh? Reward 40 souls. What the hell am I gonna do with them all, though? Okay, maybe you could hire a bunch of skeletons for, like, crazy cheap, and the defense system will kind of get preoccupied by those. That's actually not a bad plan. I hope that will work instead of destroying my devils. Okay, we got 2 more skill points. Let's just do more ghosts. We got through it. Now, does this wall have a special thing? It does not appear that way. Hold on, I'm getting low on cultists here. But I have a bunch of skeletons here, but that's okay. Oh boy. Hold on, hold on, hold on. They can just sit there in case we run into another wall. Low on mana now. Okay. A lot of these upgrades are not very expensive anymore. Melee minion damage, focus mana regeneration. Focus mana generation buff plus 380%. I'm kind of looking forward to swapping to a different kind of build at this rate, where I don't have to maintain things so closely, right? We got a new side quest we can do. Definitely looking forward to it. Like, as soon as I opened up the game, I was like, oh crap, I can't, like, stop for even a second here. We got 60 devils still. But I don't think we reset. I think we just keep pouring points into ghosts or something like that, right? So, is there something even better than the cultist devil combo to dive into the ghosts, I wonder? Like, I can sack all these skeletons. There's the bone commanders that summon the skeletons. So let's see, if I sack all the skeletons. Did. Kind of wanted to see, like, would that equate to a lot of damage? But not really, huh? It wasn't that good. I could have done one more level on it. Oh well. I'd probably take points out of probably Mind Sphere, I'm gonna guess. Mage mana buff per camel. Mage mana. Unlocks and buffs a camel's summon spell. Increases the output of all mages. All mages. Mages? Now what counts as a mage? Is a cultist a mage? No, this is a mage. Okay. Which gives you mana. Okay. We're not really gaining a whole lot in terms of mana. We're not stockpiling at all. I think I'm going to start leveling here. Maybe it'll help us a little bit in terms of mana regen. Not sure. More ghosts. Okay. We could get more souls, but right now there's not much point in it. This wall has no buff either. Oh, we actually just got to wall 30. I just realized. We have a new tier to look at. Wow, we busted through this tier pretty quickly, huh? Let's make sure these cultists are stocked up on unlocks and buffs the Song of Mana. Sing the ancient song, the forbidden song, the song blah blah blah. Skill points increase mana multiplier buff. Only one incantation spell can be active simultaneously. So we cannot have Incinerate at the same time. So we'd probably have to reset to turn that on. Because I put a lot of points into that. So if we want to consider that, we'll have to change things. Hold on. Iron Cultist. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Buffs the poison modifier, poison amount buff, plus blah 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 percent. Skeleton damage buff per Overseer 2.5. Unlocks and buffs the Overseer summon spell. Unlocks and buffs. Skeletons are naturally lazy. Skill points increase the damage buff skeletons get from Overseers. I'm running out of cultists. Hold on. It's definitely getting harder now. I'm thinking like after this wall, it's time to reset or something like that. But I'm not certain what to do. Locks and buffs. The Overseer summon spell. It's not the same as the Skeleton Noble. Naturally lazy. Skeleton damage buff per Overseer. It's hard. It's so hard because I'm trying to do multiple things at once here. I just want to read. I don't think there's a pause button. Even when you hit escape and open up the options menu, it doesn't help. Huh. There's the poison thing, right? Maybe we should just do poison or something. I'm not sure. Skeleton summon spell. Buffs the Overseer summon spell. Oh crap, I ran out of cultists. Crap. Oh! See, I knew I wasn't allowed to read. I lost some devils there. We've gained a little bit of mana at least. Let's go back up to like 55. We'll just try to get out of it. So I can't have that on right now. So you have a certain amount of Overseers to buff all the skeletons that you do have, so you'd probably get some bone royalty. I don't think so. Maybe I'll try the poison thing. Right? So we'll reset after this wall. Oh my god. I can't wait to get rid of the devils. I cannot wait. Okay, go ahead and do that. So this is Song of Mana, which we could definitely go for first. Maybe that's what we should do this round instead of Incineration. Because maybe we could get a lot of mana to increase a lot of these things. Get some higher levels, right? That's sort of what I'm thinking right now. Quick, before I run out of cultists. Okay, trumpets. Alright, we're getting there. I have a plan. We got a plan. We got a Rudy. What does that do? That's new. Damage multiplier +1. It's better than the small magic or mana buff that we were getting from the other thing. What does this one do? Mana multiplier. Yep. We also have another item. Okay. Wall is destroyed. Make sure we get the stats or whatever. Reset. Okay. Thank you, God. Thank you, Moses. All right. So we actually got an attacking wall this time, too. Okay. 90 skill points we got. So I'm going to try out this Song of Mana. I don't know how much to do. Oh, it has a mana cost. Interesting. as well, but it gives our mana multiplier plus 12. So we were thinking poison stuff, right? We also have an item, I believe, Bone Spear level. Poison decays half as quickly. Goblin archers plus 10 min? Plus 10 every minute? Oh, it summons some for us. Okay. I guess I understand, right? Because, yeah, now I have some. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Wait, could I have summoned archers without this? You still want to buff the amount of poison they're giving us. So there's that. Okay, now we have to decide where to spend the rest. So we can't do incineration. I don't know if this is going to be any good. So now we have to think about this. Where are we going to spend our time and energy exactly? There's a poison spell as well over here. I'm trying to think about this. Definitely not the cultist thing. This just gives you more souls. There's the devil ritual. Sorry, reminding myself of some things here. I don't think the ghost makes a lot of sense. Bone spear damage goes uppies. This might turn out to suck, of course, you know? Okay. So, with the... I know, I can't decide. There's mana multiplier, mana amplification multiplier. There's mana per click. So we probably want some amount of this. Let's put it at level 10. We have a lot of points, right? Seems like it's just mana after the poison stuff, as far as I can tell. Only mana-related things. I don't know if that's going to be any good. But maybe you could do pyromancy, too, on top of that, then? 2.4k a second it costs to use that. We're going to need more, so why don't we just top that off? I'm thinking we might upgrade that. So let's turn this on, which generates more mana per second now that it's on. Mana amplification multiplier go up. Still 20 points. That's only after I, like, overload it or whatever. So you must get more. It's kind of weird that this costs mana, right? Because you get more from it. I know, I'm going super slow. Alright, we're just gonna go big on mana this round, basically. And maybe, like, the poison stuff won't work out because of that. Or, I don't know, maybe there's something else I could do. But I guess it's not a bad idea. Really? To try to stockpile some amount of mana. I'm watching the pricing here. It's still not that pricey. I think when we hit like 100k, that's when you gotta stop. Still have 64 souls, though. Okay. Yeah, I don't think the poison's gonna work out here. What do you think? Maybe with a damage multiplier? Maybe. It's really hard to tell. I mean, the mana's going high. Is it, though? I guess it's really not that much. Not as much as I would have guessed. Maybe I built it wrong. Maybe we wanted, like, mages or something. Our multiplier is really high, but our passive mana is not. Mana multiplier, huh? I doubt orb fixation, but maybe the mage guild would have been good with it, right? I'm kind of thinking. Okay. Poison decays half as quickly. Yeah, this is not going anywhere. Interesting. Well, we'll grab some stuff here. Yeah, even like mana regen doesn't feel that good here. Maybe we wanted mages. But let's grab some levels while these are still cheap. Kind of like get everything to around 100-ish K cost. Like, I'm not even going to get to the 12.5 million in a relatively quick manner here, so I don't think it's worth. And nothing's dying. So we saw something else for mages here. It's the Magi Camels. So we could try that. If we're generating a lot of mana, Pyromancy is the way to go, it seems, if we want to deal damage. So why don't we reset again? Because there's, as far as I can tell, there's not much point in doing that. Bone Spear level, go ups. Okay. Now from here, let's pop this to level 20 again. But we're going to go, instead of some of these other things that we did, I guess we're going to go Camel and Mages. Now I still have 30 points left. So we can't go Incineration since we took that. So let's get some Mages out there. Camels are quite expensive. I don't know, like 15 or so. Yeah, the mana per second is actually quite high now. Yeah, this is better than before, right? And I don't even have the song on. So there goes the song. And now we're getting crazy amounts. There we go. Now that's what I was waiting for. Okay. So mages were the way. Get rid of that gump. How dare you? Okay. So mages, good. Cultist mana. We still have 135 souls, so we definitely can get a lot more. Oh yeah, we're in the like the 20 millions. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. More. More. Okay. So now, I have a hard time managing mana amplification, I will say. So it does seem like I just go back into this. Get a lot more mana. Now we're getting 2.2 million a second. All right then. All right then. Anything else that would help that? Naturally. That's for cultists only. Not unless I want to click on the orb. Okay, so now we have 10 points. There is a mana cap on it, so I do have to kind of... Yeah, it's only going to hit for 750k or something like that. So that's really not that much, but that's okay. So now we can go down here. Insight. Understand the secrets of the natural world unlocks Imbue. What does Imbue do? Oh, that's another poison modifier. I mean, it's very cheap. Is poison good yet? And then they want 6.2 billion after that. Oh, come on. How good is this fireball going to be, we think? We are spending our mana, but it's quite slow. It's very slow. So not really that good. 6.2 billion is a bit too far. Apparently we triggered the defense system, so they're starting to kill stuff on us here. Let's put some skeletons in the front to get sacked, huh? Will the defense system stop? We got 50 more souls. Oh my god. If only I could use 50 more souls, right? Leveling it up like crazy on some of these. Now I'm just kind of getting everything to the point where they cost millions. Poison plus 240%. Well, I mean, will poison ever be good again at this rate? Because it seems like I can't make it good. I mean, I have a poison spell. This is just not good enough. Even if I had a full 10 more points in here, I don't know if that would be good enough. It just doesn't deal enough, I think, right? Well, I guess we have to try the skeleton damage buff per overseer. So we need Probably bone royalty. Bone enhancement. There's something here that ups melee damage here, so maybe I'll put a bunch of stock into that. Maybe we should get everything up to 10 million at this rate before we reset here. What do you think? Something like that. While we are generating a crazy amount of mana, because once we reset, we're not going to be getting a lot of mana. We have to swap back into incineration, I think, right? I think so. Can I do anything else with mages? It doesn't really seem that way. Seems like mages were kind of meant to coincide with pyromancy. Fascinating. Fascinating. Right, and I haven't even touched this to try to get the multiplier up. So I'm just thinking about all the different options here. I mean, that's actually really not that big of a deal, right? Whether that's on or not. It actually doesn't do a whole lot. Huh. Whoops, that cost a lot. Oops. Whoops. Okay. Okay. I think it's time to reset again. What do we think? I think it is. Okay. I know, we're trying a lot of different things. Let's go ahead and get the Overseer topped. Let's get... This will increase the base damage of the skeletons, but we also... Just like 5 points into the bone royalty. We'll do 20 points in incineration. So now, first let's get some plain old skeletons out there just in case of the defense system. Now we'll get some nobles out there. I don't know, like 10? Then we'll get some overseers. A healthy amount. 30. The nobles will be summoning a lot of skeletons. There will be muchos. I gotta turn on Incinerate at some point here. Is there anything else here that would help us deal more damage with our skeletons? We haven't tried the Bone Mystic thing yet. We get more souls from Soul Resonance. Oh, there's this captain. El Capitan. Huh. We have 25 points. Might want to do something that helps us generate mana. Kind of forgot about concentrate mana. Can I turn this on? This costs 2.2k a second, which is most of our mana generated per second, so we pretty much break even for the time being. Hey, it's going down. In the skeletons, we still have a lot more skeletons we could potentially get here, too. Maybe I'll do 5 more nobles, I'm kind of thinking. Try to get some more overseers on here, too, though. Hey, there we go. Progress. Let's do it, baby. Finally. I don't see much point in doing more poison, so maybe I do want to put points into just getting more souls so that we'll have more skeletons, right? So we're not really going to generate much mana. Okay, let's do that. There we go. So we got 40 more souls out of that. Now we have 6 skill points left to use. So, the best thing for us... What's going to generate the most mana, we think, here? At this rate. I can probably sack some nobles now, it looks, huh? Because we've hit our cap. Even more nobles can get sacked. Oh, whoops. Don't sack the overseers, though. Let's bring it down to, like, 1 noble. More overseers. Oh, wait. I have 8 points now. Oh, look at that. So we can't have that on. I know. Sorry. I'm sorry. So if I put 1 point here, mana for each focus. Total mana from focus 1860. Is that really worth it? I don't know. 5, 3? Is that better than some other thing? I don't know. I don't know. Let's up our damage here. Where are all those orbs, we think? So our passive mana regen is looking saucy. So I could stack some skeletons here. Let's get Overseers to a nice round 50, right? That sounds nice. Now, if I had to summon these skeletons myself, it would cost 119 million for the next one. 125 million, but the nobles take care of that. I don't know how worth it is for the captains. That give us some damage multiplier. I'm not sure. 0.15 per. We got a new side quest here. Mana multiplier, damage multiplier. Brain. Well, looks like we're sitting pretty for a little while here, huh? I don't know what the right balance is here for number of skeletons versus overseers, etc. Well, we're not generating a ton of mana. I got 5 more overseers. I should have watched the damage per second, but yeah, it looks like that did make it go up. Because it was in the 27s, but then we're seeing like 29, 28, etc. More noble points doesn't matter now. We could have done fewer points than that, potentially. Oh, we're on to the next tier already. I wasn't even paying attention. When did that happen? Level 9 unlocked. This is... Oh, they started happening at closer intervals, it looks. Every 4 walls now. Oh. Oh. Okay, we're going to have to take a look. Or... Alright, hold on, though. Hold on, though. Let me get that up. Display your mastery over the Lesser Arcana. Skill points raise the cap on skill levels 1 through 8. This skill has an additional level cap that increases as you defeat walls. I think they're losing me. Free from all distractions, you able to just transcend your arcane limits. The Aura of Solitude multiplies your mana and damage. Solitude's effectiveness is reduced by 1% for each active minion. Oh, so you don't want a lot of minions. Skill points increase mana and a damage multiplier buff. Mana multiplier plus 1.2. So we want low minions. So this would be good for a spell casting build where we're just holding down a spell. Okay, wormification. So you get to summon a worm. Mages who have been exposed to excessive amounts of mana become worms. Twisted creatures that exude raw mana. Skill points increase mana multiplier buff. That's another mana thing, but it coincides with the mages. So I guess it's this? Oh, I see. So now there's a new cap. So by increasing this... Huh? Oh, there's a max of 1. Okay. Totally not confused. Definitely not. Okay, so Overseer? Go up then? Is it Incineration after that? Base damage maybe? Then Incineration? So as we defeat more walls, the level cap for that thing will also go up? It sounds. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Why don't we swap away here? Well, we're making decent progress as it is still. God, it'd be nice if we could just remove points a little bit here and there, huh? You think that would be better? I don't know. Would that make it too easy? Is that how we would describe it? Hard to say. So some kind of spell casting thing would be interesting with Solitude. We got a Dragon Scale. Stunning work. We got 2 more skill points, so we'll take that. And then nothing else? Seems like nothing else. So this is an Aura of Solitude. Does this mean I can only have one again? Kind of like Incineration? Only one incantation will be active simultaneously. Interestingly, it doesn't say that for it. This says an incantation spell. This says Aura. I don't know. Either way, like, we have so many minions that it doesn't seem like it would make sense. Right? From what I can tell. From what I can tell. Okay. Things have definitely slowed down a little bit. So, beat wall 36 for the next tier. So we could try the Bone Spear with Solitude soon. In some amount of mana regen or something like that. I don't know if I do captains after that or what. We're still making decent progress, though. I think we beat this wall and then call it or something like that, huh? Tis my thought. There's the mana thing, but I don't know if that makes a ton of sense. Going into mages, I mean. Did that even increase our damage? It seems like we've kind of... Oh, no, I broke it. We've kind of hit a bit of a standstill. I feel like this is slow enough to justify resetting. Oh, come on. Come on. There's also the poison spell, right? Because we got... Oh god, don't break. There's the poison spell. I don't know what to do here. Shuddering front door. Is there anything to see here about this? Doesn't look it. Portal to the haunted mansion. What? Oh, did I look at the dragon skill? I don't think I did. My bad. Auto cast and auto orb ponder when holding down the mouse is much faster. Huh. Might be interesting. Okay. So you just get it. Huh. Mana and damage multiplier +2. Holy crap. So you just get it. So it's different from this. So we could also have incineration. Oh, wow. 22 is insane. That's already pretty crazy. And I guess I'm going to do this as well. I'm going to do that so we can raise that one more. We can turn it on now, even. It's fine. Although I'm not dealing any damage. So, I don't know what to do. We have 63 points. I don't want to summon anything. Fireball's not good enough. We could try the Bone Spear thing, because I haven't tried it, and I guess we will. So we want to go into the Bone Spear modifier. And we want to up that as high as possible. And then we still have 21 points here. We actually have a pretty high damage modifier, so now we gotta think. What do we want to do? More souls wouldn't do anything for us. Poison spell doesn't make sense. You could get more mana. Captain doesn't make sense. This doesn't really work if we have to hold down Bone Spear. Oh, but we could increase the rate at which we throw the Bone Spear, which is interesting, huh? With that new item we got? Okay. In that case, it looks like it's just mana stuff. I'm going to try to do it with no creatures. I don't know if it's really going to be good. Feels bad to waste points on mana a little bit. We chose the damage incantation. We'll do 10 there. I can't really hold down the button here. This will up our base mana. That seemed to be more impactful, I guess. Seemed. Wait, what's the mystic? Oh, that is a minion. Oh, I should have read that. Okay. We have to summon them. So, which means that this goes down. We have a 10% penalty there. Oh, it actually hurts things, too. Multiplies damage. Bathe in pure mana have the ability to shoot bone spears. Skill points increase the bone spear damage modifier. I mean, it's not enough. So I can also cast bone spear myself. It's not good enough, though. So we could have a lot of mystics here, but... Okay, that's pretty bad, though. Okay, then. So that's not great. So I wonder if it's better to have more mystics now. To cast Bone Spear more often? I mean, probably. We lose 25% of that. Okay. So I upped... Was there much point in doing this? I might have upped the base damage of the Bone Spear. I don't know. This kind of sucks. I mean, you could get Capitans now or something. But yeah, that doesn't seem good. We have to reset again. I mean, I could sit here and just get some more mystics, but I don't know. It's gonna get expensive very quickly here. Tell you what, I'll go up to 60. Then we'll decide, is that really worth it? I mean, at that point, what are we getting out of this? Plus 8? Whereas incineration is plus 12. Still kind of worth it. Nah, this ain't working though, right? She ain't good enough. I'm not certain what you'd have to do there. And getting more minions just hurts what we're trying to do. Okay. So I guess we have to check out the poison thing then, huh? Didn't I have a second poison thing, or am I crazy? Oh, we just got the poison decays half as quickly thing. Because we got Imbue recently. Poison amount plus 315%. So I figure we gotta try that. Okay, I'm not gonna spend too much time here. We need the Goblin Archers. We need to get a bunch of them out. Oh, wait. Hold on. Cancel that, maybe. There's the Poison Spell we haven't really tried much. I think I tried it once. Okay. We need Incineration back. Turn that on. We want to up the level cap. We want to get this too, since we're not going to have a lot of minions. So this is only for the Goblin Archers, so maybe you don't need points there, huh? Oh yeah, and then there's 21 points in the Poison Amount buff, of course. And then we only have 3 points left. Could have been that, or probably that. We have a few Archers in here. 6152. I'm watching the poison go up. Hello? We got Mana Fangs. Alright, how are we looking here now? I'm watching the poison amount stack up on the left. I think it's better than the previous, but not by much. No, it's still no good, huh? Okay. I mean, it's not that bad, but it ain't that good. I can't really up this damage even if I had more skill points as is, I believe. Damage type slice. That is interesting. Wonder how that works. You probably actually want to get rid of all the goblins. But I also want the item on. I also kind of want the item on that makes poison decay at half the rate. Yeah, but this is a pain in the ass because you have to hold it down here, right? What if we swap into, what is it? Oh, mana leeching. 8% of average damage per second. Ooh, that could be good. So now we get to hold it down way faster, apparently, if we swap. Oh, that's actually helpful. That's actually not bad, right? Is it time to try mages and fireballs? All right, maybe we'll beat this wall with this particular setup. Or something. What do we think? Oh my god, it's gonna take so long, though. Sack all the goblins. Then back to it. I know, we're getting goblins still summoned. We get a new tier after this. It's still a bit slow, but it's not bad. I think we get a new tier after this. Kill all the goblins. Go, come on, come on, come on. Hello? Is there anything else I'm missing? Don't think so. All right. It wasn't bad, but it's time to reset again. We got a new tier anyway. Unlocks the and buffs the sorcerer summon spell. Learned in the ways of magic, sorcerers will copy any invocation spell that you cast. Skill points increase the sorcerer's damage modifier. Sorcerer's copied spell damage 50%. Sorcerer cap 1. Oh, you can only have so many of them. Okay, so that is interesting. And it seems like it works well with Solitude still. Buffs the skeleton summon spell. Use each skeleton's bones with explosive mana, which detonates when they die. So I'd want to be killing them? Mana cost 99. Bone bomb damage. So we'd have to sack them, and it would cost mana to sack them. I mean, but it's not a lot. Recruiter buffs recruiter summon spell. Gnomish recruiters have silver tongues, perfect for persuading cultists to our cause. Skill points increase cultist summon rate. Summon rate 5 cultists per minute per recruiter. Okay, I got it. So this will help summon cultists for us instead of having to constantly buy them ourselves. That way the Archdevil will actually work out quite well. Okay. I kind of like the sound of the sorcerer here, though. And the poison spell was nearly working well enough. Anyway. If we want to use Solitude, then we kind of can't do the mage thing. So maybe we'll do the sorcerer thing. Do I still only get one? Kind of looks like I still only get one. Yeah, oh, I can still only have one. But still, it copies every spell I ever cast. Which is good for Solitude anyway, right? Okay, so we'll do the poison thing again, but now we're going to be dealing double, right? We don't need the Goblin Archer points. I do have to keep sacking them, though, which is annoying in its own way. We need Incineration back. Okay, turn that on. And as far as I can tell after that... Oh, right, poison buff. Poison buff, okay. Almost forgot about it. And I think that's going to be it. I'm trying to remind myself of everything, but there's a lot to keep in mind already, huh? Okay. It says poison per arrow. So I'd like to think that that doesn't affect poison dagger at all, right? Sure hope so at this rate. Okay. Are we ready? Go, my poison. I forget, it was stacking up to almost 3 million before. at the rate we were going. We're already at almost 4 million. Almost at 5 million now. Goodbye bitrate probably here. Almost 6 million now. Are we actually losing mana? I'm watching the orb on the right there. Slowly climbing up to almost 7 million. I don't want to let go though, you know? I should probably drop the goblins. Spending that one skill point is really not that big of a deal, right? Okay, so while we wait for the new wall to spawn, we'll do that. Kind of curious about the bone bond damage. So this is... Okay, so this is actually a defensive wall. Let's get a few skeletons out there too. Which means that they'll probably take out the goblins. I don't know how quick their attack rate is here. And how much I should be worried. I'm watching the numbers. But yeah, I might lose my sorcerer. I was gonna say, are they gonna start attacking? They did eventually. This wall also heals itself occasionally. Our damage multiplier went down a little bit because I summoned some skeletons on purpose. I kind of figure it'll eventually knock them all out. How can the damage type be slice? Well, I guess it is a poisoned dagger, I suppose. I'm just reading the description on the left here. I mean, this isn't bad. It just stinks that I have to hold down the button the entire time. Okay. So we're probably not going to get another defensive wall. Right? What's the next tier? Beat wall 40. We're on wall 39. So as far as I can tell, no point in doing that. Start a quest, sure. I haven't really watched how quickly it scales. So if there's a damage type, it makes me wonder, then, do certain damage types do better against certain walls? Occult doorways, heart of the haunted mansion. I mean, assumedly, but I haven't really noticed anything. I get to read all the side quest text now. Lovely. Just what I wanted. Okay, what do you think? We're done after this? And we could do one more wall after this. Right? Let's get rid of these, because we're probably losing damage. We could try the bone damage thing. So we probably want a lot more skeleton summoners then, if we're just gonna sack them all. That's my assumption. We haven't gained that much mana, like we haven't accumulated a ton here. They certainly have a lot of cool ideas, at the least, right? So we have to beat 40. We got another thing here. Well, we have 8 goblins out, so maybe that'll be enough to get through this. That and the fact that it'll keep slowly summoning more. Our little item there. I hope that item's worth it. The only the next best thing I think that we'd have on is something like damage multiplier +1, something along those lines. The song reminds me of Super Metroid when you're on like the surface or whatever. Go on, attack my goblins. 60 more souls. I wonder if that's fixed with the rewards for these quests. I kind of suspect it would be. I'm watching our goblin numbers. I mean, it's not a big deal if I lose the sorcerer, but I have to pay attention to make sure that if we do, that we bring it back, right? Is it possible it would hit the sorcerer before the goblins? It hasn't happened, so... I guess not. Okay, this is a bit slower than I expected. Admittedly. Probably because of the healing. A wall that has the defenses, you probably... Yeah, maybe it's time to swap here, because this is just going to take too long, huh? I guess I'll try to grab that skill point, because we're pretty close. There we go. Okay, but now I'm going to reset. Okay. Reset. Okay. Ooh, we got 5 points, so we can put in Lesser Mastery now. Very good, huh? So we're thinking about the Bone Bomb damage. Plus the Skeleton Summoning Spell. To use each skeleton's bones with explosive mana, which detonates when they die. Bone Bomb damage 200k. Mana cost 99. Okay, so we know we want... So we don't want Solitude this time because we're going to have a lot of skeletons. I'm going to say. We probably want to max out this. Mana per worm. We're not going to be casting a lot of spells for the sorcerer. So that's a pass. We can get rid of this goblin thing. Oh, let's try the mana leeching. Shall we? I have to actually be dealing damage, though. Oh, it still has poison on it. Nice. The autocast probably isn't that big of a deal either anymore, huh? So I guess we'll take the damage multiplier up. More incinerate. Okay. Skeleton damage buff per overseer. So do I want that? Probably not. So we don't... Do I? I don't know. There's the ghost thing. So we need a lot of bone royalty this time. Maybe we'll take that. So maybe we don't care about bone enhancement either. We have 43 points left. Because we want to summon a lot of skeletons and then sack them. Their base damage, I'm not sure we care about. We have incineration. Can't forget that. So maybe ghost damage will be next. Since we're going to kill a lot of them. I don't know if it should really be soul resonance or we just do something for mana now, probably. Probably something for mana. $10. $8, sure. Okay, so let's see how this works. I don't know yet. So we need a lot of nobles out here. Let's get some regular skellies out while they're cheap, so that way the defenses won't get our nobles too quickly. But yeah, you can see how quickly the skeleton numbers are climbing, and that's with 30 nobles, huh? That's not so bad. Now I have to start murdering our own skeletons. I'm watching the damage source in the top right, and bone damage is much higher than the ghost damage. So I actually cannot seem to kill the skeletons quickly enough to keep up. The nobles... So let's lower the number of nobles here. I don't know if we really need mana leeching, like it doesn't matter. So let's swap that over. So now we're increasing the number of skeletons we're sacking. So, okay. I mean, it's kind of working. I have to hold down the sack button here. Maybe we could have the Solitude spell, and we just have a few nobles or something like that, right? Or fewer nobles, and we just keep bringing the skeletons to 0 constantly. We kind of keep them at 0. As soon as I let go, though. How can we improve this? Maybe I do just want some skeleton damage. I don't know. I'm not sure. This is a bit slow, is what I'm saying. All the damage is from bone bombs. The ghosts were not really worth it. It's all bone bombs. Okay. I think we gotta reset again. It's a bit too slow. Let's try this again. Let's try it again. Let's not give up yet on it, right? Some more bone bombs. Do I want to do this many? We'll do that many. Let's look at like 10 nobles, right? And then we'll take the solitude buff as well this time. Incineration we need. That's 25. Captains you could consider, but I don't think I'm going to do it. So Ghost was kind of a waste. I mean, it's quote-unquote free damage. Is there anything else we could be doing here instead? Wait. Is this a spell? Oh, it is a spell. Okay, so let's get the sorcerer out there then. Right? Bust the skeleton summon spell. Oh, wait, is it a spell? Oh, now I don't know. Unlocks and busts the sorcerer summon spell. Sorcerers will copy any invocation spell that I cast. Oh, I don't know if it works. I can't tell. I cannot tell. I guess we'll have to find out. So I'm probably going to destroy these skeletons much, much faster. Oh, it's not working. Crap. So it's okay if we go down to 0 skeletons. We kind of want to get it close to 0 and nearly break even. So there's no point in the sorcerer and having points in it. So I guess you do ghost again, or you do some captains or something? I don't know. Okay, so we want like 5 more nobles here. Maybe 20 nobles total if we want to do this. I don't know. Does the captain even... Damage multiplier buff per captain. So if we had 25 of those... Is that worth it? Maybe. Yeah, that's got to be worth it, actually. Okay, hold on. Reset. I'm not giving up yet. Alright, so we want Solitude. I know we have some minions... I guess that's... I'm hoping it's not going to be that many. The sorcerer was useless. Let's do that. Incineration is back. Let's try the captain. Oh, I'm out of points. Wow. Hope I didn't forget anything. Oh. Yeah, 21 nobles is actually about right anyway. For the captains... Oh, they cost 3 souls apiece. Oh, that's... fine. Incineration is on. Okay. I don't know what to do for captains here. I'm not sure how many to do. We are dropping in skeletons. I might have been missing out with these captains here. They might have been better than I was giving them credit for. The lower our number, the higher our damage. So, I kind of got to look at Solitude here. Oh, I'm actually in the negatives because of Solitude. All right, let's get rid of, like, some of these skeleton nobles so we can drop our skeleton numbers. Okay. I didn't think that could really happen. So, let's see. So, it's okay if we kind of sit on 0 skeletons and we just kill them as they come. Is my hope. So I can just sit here and hold it down when it's on 0, and it'll kill them as they come. Okay, what does Solitude sit at? Okay, Solitude is still a buff at that point. So it does work. Let's get 2 more nobles, like 5 more captains. And we try to sit on 0 here. You could probably do... Oh, I lost a noble, apparently. Oh, right, because I'm going to lose them to the defenses sometimes. So Solitude is still probably worth it. I think. It is a little annoying. It's kind of a lot of points for what we're getting, but it seems like the best option that we have. You could just go bigger in captains and forget about it. Couldn't you? Perhaps I ignored captains for too long. Probably. I think with how many souls we have, it's kind of a no-brainer to have them. Hey, we made some progress. I think we got a new tier now, too, don't we? Beat wall 40. We are. Oh my god, so much time has gone by already. Okay, but we can take a moment here now and think about everything. Okay. I'm watching the Solitude here. Mana and damage multiplier minus. Blah, blah, blah. Interestingly, though, our damage multiplier won't go below. Huh. Fascinating. Fascinating. So we probably want to reset to try something else out here. Unlocks and buffs the Spider Summon spell. Spiders launch acid balls that deal damage and have a chance to cause rupture. Rupture increases the damage multiplier for a short time. Skill points increase spider damage and chance to rupture. So that's completely different from everything else. It doesn't seem to synergize with anything in particular, from what I can tell, right? Infuse the essence of a blight into your ghosts. Ghosts apply additional poison to the wall relative to their damage. Skill points increase the poison amount. Okay. So that would be good for the... well, what we were just doing, I guess, huh? More than anything. Just killing lots and lots of skeletons. It's kind of hard to spend points on everything that we want there, though, when you look around. I guess you could drop Solitude, because it's just kind of annoying, though. And then you can put it all into the blood. Oh, wait, no, because there's two things here. Blight Ghost and... yeah. I don't know, then. You do fewer points in Bone Royalty, maybe. Wizard Glass is a patent-pending formulation that can help stop your orb from cracking, even during heavy pondering. So this will reduce your orb crack chance. I'm not very seduced by that. I think it's time to try the spiders, though. Kind of hard to tell how good that's going to be. So it increases our damage multiplier for a time. So what do we want to do coupled with that, then, at this point? It's kind of hard to say. Do we want to do a poison thing? If we're doing a poison thing, does that mean I have to do ghosts? I don't think we have enough points for all that. I liked the captains now, actually. Bone Royalty plus the captains and all that stuff is kind of hard. Now it's getting hard to pick. Beforehand, it felt like I had too many skill points, kind of. But now, it actually doesn't totally feel that way, does it? But I think we know we're going to spend on that. And we're going to spend on Incineration pretty much every time for the moment. Then we can go ahead and do that. Here, I have some more spiders or something. So Solitude's not really going to help us here. So Rupture will increase the damage modifier. Interesting. 26 points I still got here. So if I get a bunch of captains out as well, they're pretty cheap. That damage multiplier is going to go crazy high. But now we need, like, some base damage or something? And what's the best way to do that? With only 42 points left as well. That is tough, actually, to know where to put it. Because the poison stuff is very expensive. The poison stuff is very expensive. So, maybe it is Bone Royalty and Bone Bombs, then. So I max out Bone Bombs and put whatever I have left into Bone Royalty. We keep these two around. We summon a bunch of skeletons with whatever we can. Am I missing anything for Bone Royalty after that point? No, yeah, it looks fine, actually. Okay. Let's grab that. We'll do whatever we can for this. And we summon a bunch of nobles. Okay, that's too many, because we know that we can't keep up with that many. 30 is already, like, too many, probably. Even though it's not fully leveled. So there we go. And then we got to start sacking skeletons again. Oh, yeah, look at the damage. There we go. Here we come. Let's go. We want more captains? Well, we don't need this many nobles. Because we're keeping up too much at this point. Now it's very slowly going down. At this rate. More spiders could equal more rupture. Is there a max amount for rupture? Oh, maximum rupture is 25. We're not always at it, but it's pretty close. So you'd probably just do more captains then. Is there diminishing returns on the captains? It doesn't appear that way. Sorry, I was thinking. All right, let's try to sneak some more captains in there. It's actually kind of hard. New side quest available. So now, should I even put points in bone royalty? What else could we do here? Sorry, give me a minute to think. I don't think we care about the base damage of the skeletons. Song of Solitude would not work well here. We can't really go into the ghosts or the wizard glass. None of that really works well here. Sorcerer cap. The sorcerer doesn't work. Mana music doesn't work. Per overseer. So this makes skeletons deal more damage, but it doesn't illustrate that the bone bomb damage will go higher. So I guess that doesn't make sense. So as far as I can tell, we should probably just do more bone royalty, right? We can probably drop the numbers there then. What do we have here? Much faster and damage multiplier go up. There's mana leeching, but I don't know if I care. All right, let's get some more captains out here. Because there's kind of no point in having that many skeletons, right? We could have a few more spiders. We just want enough skeletons, really, to keep up. It does seem like I need a few more nobles, maybe. Maybe like a couple more. 1.1 billion damage per second-ish. It looks there, huh? You got a new skill point. Not many places to put it, though, now. We have plenty of souls for more captains here. I don't know if we really care about doing more spiders. It might be able to keep up level 25 rupture more consistently if we do, though. Because right now it's hovering, yeah. Oh, actually, I see it. Did I see a 26 rupture? Oh, no, I didn't. It's 26 on the incinerate. Okay. More points. But, that was wall... I don't know. So I guess we'll just get some mana here, because I don't see... I guess you could grab bone enhancement. Is there much point in that, though? You could. I think too hard. I think too hard about things sometimes. Okay. I'm watching the rupture count on the left. We're not really sticking to 25 as consistently as I might like. So we could get some more spiders out here. But I mean, captains are just more consistent. I just like round numbers. Oh no, I did 71. Okay, let's do what we can for more captains, I guess. We got a cursed grape. I guess we should find out what the hell that does. Cursed grape. Ooh, skeleton grape mana yield 10 times skeleton damage. Huh? Cursed fruit from Elysia. Constantly transforms your skeletons into mana-yielding fruit. So what does that do? So now I'm getting grapes or something here from my skeletons. Is it when they die or just generally? Just kind of like as they are, you know? 10 times skeleton damage. It's probably not very good. You could take mana leeching, which is probably way better if I were to guess. We have to beat wall 44 for the next. Which I think we can do, right? Mana multiplier is nothing, so we'll throw some points on there. No defense on the wall here, huh? I don't know if I really care about mana leeching here. Oh, we're actually gaining a lot of mana because of that, though. Oh. Revelation, here we come. What does that even do? Unlocks Entreat. No idea what that means. No idea. Our damage hasn't actually increased much, but we kind of caught up to the walls. We get a new tier after this. After beating this wall, so I'm thinking that's when we'll take a moment, huh? I like round numbers. I'm out of souls. Quick. Will this actually up our damage counter with more captains? Not really. I'm watching the 1.1B at the top there. Didn't really go up when I got a few more captains. From what I can tell. I gotta say, the game's kind of surprised me here. There's like a lot of things to consider, right? There's a lot of cool things. A lot of different possibilities. Hey, we got into Revelation. You're gonna have to get it. Entreat. Oh, it increases the devil damage. Okay. We're up to 10 million. So it's probably a good time after we beat this wall. Oh, whoops, I did the wrong thing. Good enough, whatever. It's probably a good time to try out another mana-centric reset here to see if we can up this stuff now, right? Especially with Mana Leech. Well, actually, with Mana Leech, we kind of just want to deal a lot of damage, right? Huh, but maybe we could get more mana multipliers that would help us out there. But yeah, now we got a whole new tier to take a look at. We're going to have to read it at the start of the next episode. I'm sorry that it's going to have to be it for it, but my god, am I having so much fun with this. It's kind of silly. Like, I lost track of time really quickly there. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you let me know how much you like the series. If you want to see more of the series, of course, helps me know what to put on the channel. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I'll see you in another video.